All right, in this video, I'll go over some fragrances I recently bought. Now, I haven't smelled any of these. Some of them are older, some of them are newer. I think there's one 2020 release. Stay tuned to find out which ones I have. Hi there, it's Peter from Central. On this channel, we talk about fragrances. If you love fragrances or just want to smell great, consider subscribing and supporting the channel. Thank you, and now let's get into the video. Hello and welcome if it's your first time. I bought some fragrances recently, and I thought we'd open them together. So let's do it. Why don't we get into our first fragrance? Some of them are older, some of them are newer. There's one 2020 release, but I think they're all good, relevant, and none of these will make you smell dated. Probably also you will think that why doesn't he have some of those fragrances already? Well, I don't own a fragrance store. I'm just a guy with a passion, just like you or girl. And I have to go out and research, where I can get the best price. And I'd like to buy stuff that I actually will enjoy myself. So here you go. Let's start with our first one. I think the first one that we're gonna do is going to be Alien Man by Mugler. Now I took the liberty of already taking some of the wrappers off. Just because they make a bunch of noise. Now I have not smelled any of these except for one of them in the EDT version in 2017. So this is Alien Man by Mugler. It's gonna be our first one. Alien Man grabbed my attention because online it has an amazing versatility. All of these fragrances, I'm really relying on the community for purchasing them. And lots of people say that these are good, so here we go. This is Alien Man. Bottle is kind of cool. You can see the juice on the inside if you hold it up to the light. I say we give it a spray and find out how it really is. So let's go. Oh, that's nice. Did you hear that? That was cool. It's a lot fresher than I thought it would be, right off the top. You get a strong note of anise and maybe some dill. There's also supposed to be mint and amber in here. I'm sure that will come to the foreground as the fragrance dries down a little bit. But it is on the fresher side, I would say. And that's Alien Man by Mugler. This one's supposed to last you about 7 hours and project about arm's length. But right now I like it. Not a bad fragrance. I don't know when I would wear this right now, but I'll have to give it a shot on maybe one of my off days to just kind of see how it develops. That's Alien Man by Mugler. Let's get into our next one. We got a few to cover. The next one I want to do is Spice Bomb. Now I know most of you guys probably have Spice Bomb or smelled it or whatever. And this is the original though. It's from 2012 and Olivier Polch worked on this one. He's also a fellow who worked on Dolce & Gabbana's, Bleu de Chanel's, I think the EDPs. And I really enjoy and love those fragrances. Now I smelled Eau Fresh or something like that, or Fresh, a flanker of this one a while back, maybe last year, and I didn't really like it. I had it on my hand and I didn't like it. But everyone says that the original and the other flanker extreme are really good. So I bought the original first, and we'll see. Also, I think the bottles are kind of a little bit kitschy, kind of like a lot of the Azaros. It's just not really my style, but the fragrance community kind of talked me into it, so here we go. They come with a little pull tab. It's a grenade, I guess Spice Bomb, there you go. Let's give it a spray and see what's up with this one. Oh, nice strong sprayer. Actually, I like this one. This is very nice. I can get some cinnamon, tobacco, some leather in here somewhere, but I don't get that at this point. It's underneath all the other stuff. I think this will make a great winter and fall fragrance. The loudest notes online for this fragrance are pink pepper, tobacco, and cinnamon. I like it right now. It's a well-loved fragrance from 2012, and I can see why. Let's move on to our next one. This one was Viktor & Rolf, the original Spice Bomb from 2012. The next one I want to look at is Polo, I guess, Red Intense. Lots of people say that it's a really good one. I remember the original Polo from years ago. I had it. I made a mistake of spraying it on something that was just kind of everywhere all the time in the heat, and I really got overwhelmed by the fragrance, so I have not bought any Polos since then. This is my first one since like the 90s. Oh, look at that. It's a nice little bottle. It kind of looks like maybe a red Ferrari a little bit. Can't wait to spray it. You see, this is a 2015, and this is the Polo Red Intense. Supposed to have notes of cranberry, toffee, amber. Let's give it a spray. Okay, the sprayer is not as good as the other ones. So, cranberry right off the top. The protection on this one is supposed to be about 8 hours in arm's length. It is a lighter fragrance. Now I know people like to wear this one in winter and fall. With the cranberry in here at this point, it's not very deep. I don't know how it's going to settle down. I like it, but coming off the spice bomb in my nostrils, this is not, it's not as close or good or deep or rich. It's a much lighter fragrance to me, but I'll have to wear it. I have to give it a wearing to see where it takes me. So that's Polo Red Intense. Let's go on to the next one. The next one I'm really excited about. I originally smelled the EDT version, I guess in 2017. This is a newer fragrance. This is a 2018. It is Y by Yves Saint Laurent. Now this is the EDP. I smelled the EDT and it was just too bright and too fresh for me, so I didn't get it. I don't know if you guys know, but the Y stands for people that are born in the 80s and 90s. So it's Generation Y, and it's kind of created for that group. Let's see if I can still wear it. Okay, let's open it up. Here we go. That's Yves Saint Laurent Y. Nice hefty bottle. I mean, I think this one's like $100, somewhere around there. So you get a nice bottle, and it is elegant. Got the Y across here. The top snaps into place nicely. Let's see, let's give it a spray of this EDP Yves Saint Laurent Y 2018. Sprayer's much better than the Polo. The notes in here are apple, ginger, supposed to have amberwood, tonka, and it's kind of supposed to be a woody, spicy with a fruity note on top, and that's definitely how it comes across. This EDP will last you about 8 hours. Can't wait to wear this one. That's got an airy quality to it. Not as much as the EDT as I remember, but I'm excited to wear it. The next one I'm really excited about. It's Hugo Boss bottled, and it's the Oud. Now I have a couple of other Hugos, Boss Bottled Intense and the one before that, and I really like them. They're nice. So I thought, let's find out when you put some oud in there. It's 100% natural oud, by the way, what that comes out to be. I'm really excited to smell this one. So let's get into this one really quick. I did wear this oud once before, this Hugo Boss oud, at a friend's house. He had a bottle, and I took a spray and I sprayed it on my hand. And I remember that the oud was not loud and obnoxious, that it was rather really earthy and natural smelling, and I really enjoyed it. That's why I wanted to get out and get a bottle. So let's give it a spray. Little tuft, not a big enormous sprayer, but this is a really delicious fragrance. So it still has a little bit of the original DNA from the 2015 Intense. You can smell it underneath there. However, it is much deeper. It's a really good fragrance. It brings another level of luxury into the Boss bottled fragrances. I mean, if you like them already, then this is a great addition. The main notes in Boss bottled oud are agar wood, apple, cinnamon, and sandalwood. It's a really lovely fragrance. And I can see wearing this winter and fall for sure. It's a really nice fragrance. This one will also last you about 8 hours with about arm's length protection, maybe just a little bit less. It's a really good fragrance. I mean, so far I have to think that what we smelled out of here, between the Polo, the Alien, the Victor and Rolf, the Y is really good. But so far, this one's my favorite out of the bunch. At first sniff, but who knows? Once you wear them, you know, never know. But let's get into our last one, and I've been wanting this one for a while, and it is Pacha Cartier, and it's the perfume version. This perfume is a 2020 fragrance. I remember the original Pacha from like the 90s, 1992, I believe it was. I don't own a bottle of the original. I guess I used it up and just never repurchased it. Maybe after I open or smell this one, I'll revisit the old one. Let me know if you have a bottle and if you still wear it. So this is a 2020. That's the box. Blue says perfume on it. And the bottle itself is reminiscent of the one I remember from the 90s. It didn't change that much, only I think the juice in here looks a little bit darker, which it should because it's for perfume, right? So the main notes in Pacha de Cartier in the perfume version are going to be sandalwood, fir, aromatic green, spicy notes, and liquor. Now liquor, it's not liqueur or anything like that. It's actually a general scent of liquor. Not really sure what that smells like. I guess if you're in a bar and you kind of smell the general scent, I don't know. So let's find out if we like it. Let's give it a spray. Wow. Okay. Careful here. The top just kind of slides on. Okay, it doesn't actually hold on very tightly, so don't pick this one up by the top. Yeah, it's just kind of on there, sort of like a secondary dome to the first one. Yeah, and it has a little stone in here. So I guess it's sort of the Pacha theme going. Can't wait to spray it. Let's spray it. Got a decent sprayer on it. Now, I thought I was going to be taking back into like the 90s or something, but not at all. This is elegant. It is soft. It is beautiful. And it is not alcoholic or liquory or, you know, boozy at all. It is maybe a little bit on the mature side. It does not smell like a fougere though, like a barbershop fragrance at all. It is really lovely. I can't wait to wear this. I'm really looking forward to wearing all of these new purchases this fall. And winter, I guess, if they're deep enough. I haven't worn any of them. All the notes I had to write down because I had to look them up online. I didn't know them. Some of them are better than others. I really enjoyed the Oud, and I really am going to enjoy the Pacha, and I'm really gonna enjoy the Yves Saint Laurent Y. The Alien is gonna have to grow on me. It's a unique smell, as you would think by the name. The Victor and Rolf Spice Bomb, I definitely like this one better than the Fresh, and I might go ahead and get the Extreme. Guys, let me know if you like the Extreme better than the regular one. And the Polo, it's a cheaper fragrance, it's not too much, and the sprayer on this one is just not that good. But the fragrance has got cranberry in it, which is nice. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider supporting the channel. This is Peter from Central. I'm so glad that you were here. Until the next time, I want you to take good care of yourself. Always smell nice, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, Central, out.